Welcome back to the channel. Welcome y'all to Sacred Shadows 333. Hey y'all. Come on in. Come on in. Y'all see the title. Welcome. Ooh, baby. Ooh, this energy is so heavy, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Welcome y'all to Sacred Shadows 333. Listen, baby, it's your time to shine, baby. Okay? I know you feel it in the energy that you are in a whole new world, a whole new realm. Okay? And your haters is mad. Okay? The haters is mad. They is tired of looking at you. Okay? Tired of seeing you shine like you do. Okay? Yeah, it's your time, boo. Congratulations. We're gonna tap into some energy here. But y'all, welcome back to Sacred Shadows 333. Okay. See, this is what it look like when you actually do your work. When you have your cosmic upgrades and you do your energy work, every time you ascend, every time you come back, okay, you look better. You look lighter, okay, you're glowing up, okay. You're ascending to higher realms. That's what it looks like when you do your energy work. That's why like you aging backwards. That's why you got the Benjamin Button, okay. That's that Benjamin Button prescription when you do your energy work, when you do your shadow work, okay, when you release, not living in that dense energy like these haters. Baby, the haters is mad, y'all. Um, I also was getting for y'all. Some of you may be feeling like worried about your protection and evil eye be on you because for real, I'm tapping into like some celebrity energy. You are a star. Okay, I was pulling some energy for y'all last night. Um, you are a star. You have star energy, you have celebrity energy, and you're gonna have a lot of eyes on you. And some of you, you know you have that star factor, and you may feel hesitant about stepping into the fullness, embodying your who you are in your light because of evil eye. But your evil eye, y'all, what I've learned, I used to be like that, but what I've learned is that that actually is part of your ascension. Evil eye just pushes you to help you grow, okay? When people try to attack, when haters attack chosen people, okay, the chosen ones, it literally awakens you. So they're really doing you a favor, okay? So you don't need to ever be worried or afraid about evil eye people. They're gonna do that, but they're literally writing checks that they ass can't cash. Okay, it's literally spiritual. You know what? Okay, side. It's spiritual that when people come for a chosen one, it is. So yeah. Hold on. Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? Welcome back. Thank you. Thank y'all so much for your likes, your comments, your shares, and your subscribes. Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, we've been growing over here. I love my YouTube family. So 2 nights ago, I just finally decided to start a TikTok for this channel and a Facebook, uh, which I know I started on YouTube. Y'all, my soul family. And I love it over here. And thank y'all so much. Those of you that have donated to the channel, that is so generous of you all. If you want to donate, it's a link in my bio. And I thank y'all so, so much. Y'all was like, how can we donate to the channel? So I love y'all. Thank you. But it's your time to shine, baby. It is your time to shine. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And the haters is can't stand it. Hold on. Who is this? Baby, because I will remove y'all. Y'all get on here being weird. But see, that's what I mean. When you a star, you're gonna attract it all. That's another thing. Like, as you ascend, that's why y'all may be getting like people like judging you, commenting on you in a good way or a bad way, like all of a sudden. It's because you're elevating, okay? Yes, you are entering into a new timeline, your higher timeline, a brand new portal. Yep. Yes. I was getting that energy too of you got a lot of people that are like trying to steal your ideas. Like every time, like if you are already out there like on social media and like you're not even really getting started yet, like for real, like you just barely scratching the surface and they already hating. But like they just like mad every time they see you. Every time they see you pop up, it's like God dog. They be sending evil attacks and you just glow up even more. You glow up even more. They don't like that. They don't like that. Yes, you gotta rebuke them. You gotta rebuke them haters, okay? Yeah. This could even be people that are that's family members. I just saw the 6 of Cups out here. People also gonna be hating on your love life, okay? With the lovers out here, hating on your coins. Yeah, I'm getting the energy of somebody trying to block your wheel of fortune, trying to block your good karma that's coming into your life. Those of you that have dealt with, you know, less than favorable circumstances in love, that's about to change for you, okay? The lovers, with you ascending to this higher timeline, you are calling in true love, divine love, okay? It's nothing that these haters do, and that's what's so funny. When you have haters, they don't realize that when they send you evil eye, they send you a text, they send delays and blocks, it only awakens you more, y'all. It only awakens you more. They are, it's almost like you should thank them because that's their assignment. They were placed in your life to reject you, okay? To um, plant seeds of confusion for you to go within. It made you go within. When you go within, it made you ascend, okay? King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. That's double confirmation. Divine love. This is a divine match here. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Those people from the past is the past, okay? Yeah. This is your good karma coming in, okay? You have completed that old cycle, that old timeline, and now you're being rewarded. Yeah, this is a turning point in your life. And these haters, it's like they are literally just making themselves more miserable, like worrying about you, watching you, sending you evil eye. They're only making themselves more miserable, right? And that's what I'm saying, y'all. I'm literally experiencing it. And it's like I can't even waste my energy trying to block every single person that comes on here saying things. It's like that is part of it, y'all. It's literally proving my point. When you ascend to a higher timeline, you are going to attract it all, the good and the bad. You're going to attract people saying weird things. Think about celebrities. They get weird energy from everywhere, okay? But they also get people that are fans that love them, but you have weird fans, okay? You have people that are just weirdos out there. That's how you know you're in your celebrity energy, okay? So you have to embrace it. I have a mug I showed y'all yesterday that says embrace the mess. You have to embrace the mess. When you get that weird energy, you just coming out of hermit mode. You wanted to like get away from it and like shy away from it, but you have ascended to a higher timeline. You have to embrace it. It's part of it. It's just evidence and proof that you're ascending. People gonna come on here saying weird things for no reason. It's proof. It's evidence. You've ascended to a higher timeline. You've ascended to your celebritydom. Embrace it. Yep. And it's gonna be here to stay. Okay, long term. Love here again. That's triple confirmation. Love here again. Divine union here again. I'm telling you, if your love life has been blocked, that stuff is over. It must come in. I told y'all in a video reading I did the other day, a sin in everything, it must come. It must align. It must. It must align. And here's the other thing. People hate that you're so grounded in knowing who you are. You can't be shaken, right? That was part of your hermit mode when you did, going your period of isolation, introspection. It was for you to be grounded in who you are, so that when you stepped on your platform, when you stepped on your divine given throne and authority, you're not shaken. You're not shaken by people saying things about you that It got nothing to do with you. That's their energy, not yours. You're not shaken. That's like some people that want to, oh my drink gone. Some people want to have, you know, fame and fortune or whatever, but they can't handle it. They can't even handle somebody, you know, their coworker talking about them, right? They can't handle family talking about them. You know, they can't handle people going against them. You have to be built up, and you have been in the trenches, okay? Building yourself up behind the scenes. See? In that dark energy, they must leave. They have to flee. They don't belong here. They do not belong here. Not at all. Let's get some clove water. Yeah, I've been drinking my cloves. It's so good. It's cloves also are known to increase your psychic abilities as well. Okay, your clarity, right? When you get all the BS out of your life, so you can hear clearly from divine. 11 on the time as I said that. I'm not about to waste my energy blocking people because they're irrelevant to me and my world, right? And it's so funny because when I think back on my journey early on, I always knew that my journey would be for a purpose. That what I was going through in my life, I knew the divine would use it to help others, because that's what I was told and promised. But I used to be the type that would be afraid to speak out loud or speak my truth. I would be afraid of being judged. I'd be afraid of people not agreeing with what I said. And then it's like I come to a point to learn, like, people out here every day saying stuff that other people don't agree with. So what? It doesn't matter. That's why we all are a portal, okay? People stepping into your portal, into your world. They're stepping into your frequency when they hear you speak. And you know the divine is going to put divine beings in a position of authority, okay? There's a new wave of celebrities coming out here, and you know who you are. The real stars, okay? The man's economy, man's kingdom created false stars, okay? The false light. But the divine is awakening the real stars, okay? Yeah. Look at this. This is giving me two meanings for this context. Illusions being shattered, okay? But also a lot of opportunities coming in for you, right? With the World card and the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is about receiving new opportunities, okay? You being open-minded to what the divine has in store for you. It's a whole new world opening up for you at this time. Yep. Here you are sitting as the privileged lady, man or woman. The Nine of Pentacles is the privileged lady. It is sitting in luxury, okay? Reward. Because I'm getting, you grown to a point where you were no longer seeking the validation of others, right? You got comfortable with being by yourself, right? Because the way that the divine wants to use you, okay, in this time, in this season, you got to be strong, independent in your mind, in your being, on who you are, right? Because when you're in the energy of wanting validation, you'll do anything to be approved, okay? You'll do anything to be approved, seeking the approval of man. Hey, Donna. Yeah. Hey, David Jones. You'll do anything trying to seek the approval of man when you are not grounded. And that's how you know the difference between the false stars and the divine stars, and the stars that the divine is elevating, because you have a solid foundation, unshakable. You have to be. And I'm so thankful for the leaders that have come before me, you know, that I was able to learn from, to help me step into my light and the fullness of my being, okay? With this Page of Pentacles being here, this is about new manifestations. I'm telling you, look at this. And it's coming in fast, Eight of Wands. This new world, this wheel of fortune, your good karma is coming in fast. The Fool card, brand new beginning. We have the World here in the Fool. Brand new beginning. This is calling you to trust. I did a reading for y'all where you may feel like you are alternating, stuck between two worlds. And that energy is because you need to step out. You've already ascended into this brand new world, and you may feel like you are just like waiting for the divine to do something, but it's like, no, it's just for you to walk into it. Okay, learning how to, I had to ask divine to um help me in this new energy, show me how to operate, how to move in this new energy, right? Because it does feel foreign. It feels weird. Like the other day I was just feeling like weird. I'm like, this feels weird. It's like because you're in a new land. Okay. Hey y'all. You are in a new um realm, y'all. You're in a brand new realm. Hold on. Need to do some blocking activity here. So, yeah, y'all. Whole new world. You're in a whole new realm. If y'all want to book a personal readings are available. Okay, and thank you so much for your likes, comments, and subscribes. Y'all tap the screen around here. Thank you so much for the love. But yeah, you're a star, baby. You are a star. Yeah, gold digger. Okay, so like people could, your come up gonna be so overnight, people could think you're in this gold digger energy, but I'm also getting like gold digger, like you just stuck to what was truly valuable on your journey with the divine, and that's why you're coming up with this purity energy. Okay, you have this innocence energy, this holy energy, this virtuous energy. I was talking about this with a friend that I hadn't talked to in years, and we had finally got a chance to catch up. Y'all shout him out, the Star Alchemist. Y'all can check out his channel. But we were just talking about I forgot what I was gonna say, the apple here, wisdom. So you're loaded with so much wisdom. Oh yeah, we were talking about the divine. So like people have like their own idea of what they think is holy, what they think is virtuous. And you know, we were just talking about like people have no idea what a chosen one looks like, right? They just say the chosen one in the context of the Bible, okay? And you know what religion says a holy person is, but you never know how God uses their prophet, okay? You know, and we were talking about how it comes from walking it out, okay? You get in this, you earn your stripes and get in this holy pure energy. You gain your spiritual authority through experience. If you really read, your Bible, and you really walk the journey of Christ, it is about you. Hold on, this thing just changed. It is about you walking it out, walking through the darkness of your own soul. Okay, it's not you just sitting there as this perfect being. You have to walk it out and go within. Not be afraid to face your shadows. Okay, literally walking into the darkness. I don't want to get too deep on that on here, but yeah, you have independent out here. Okay, free, taking the lead, taking the initiative. So many people just are followers. Okay, they only follow what they are told to believe, indoctrinations. They don't take the lead, initiative in their own life. They're not free in their mind. But you, who I'm talking to, you being in this star energy, you on your throne, your celebrity platform, okay, you receiving from the divine. That's how you got all this wisdom. You walk the independent path and learn the truth. That's why you're the star. Many people are not willing to do that with the firm here, okay? Wide awake, clean, decisive. A lot of people are not willing to do that. They are afraid to actually, go against the crowd. Go against the crowd. You have so many people that are just stuck in religion and they're not doing any inner work, facing the same demons year after year. Yeah. With the betrayal and the home out here. Okay, people reliving, you know, the disappointments, right? And they just go to church or have prayer for hope, but they're not doing any inner work, right? The home is within, okay? The returning the power to oneself. Yeah, this is mysterious, unknown knowledge, right? That's why you have the apple here, right? Biting the apple, the forbidden fruit of knowledge, right? You tapped into the unknown and you was able to see through the confusion and the illusions. Yep. And with that, look at this. You got spiritual gifts. It awakens your spiritual gifts and you can expect a brand new beginning. I'm telling you. You was able to see through the manipulation, okay? People coming around you, just gaslighting you, manipulating you, singing your praises, but behind the scenes, they were betraying you and stabbing you in the back. You started seeing through it. Yeah. I'm getting like this love bomb energy, okay? You awaken to all the games, right? Somebody, these haters are thinking about you, okay? Sorry. They apologetic now. The unspoken apology. It's going to be unspoken because you ain't speaking to these people, right? Now they sitting here in eternal regret. You got fed up out here. Over it, not having it, frustrated. Yeah. These people see your wake. They see your come up, your waking up, and they are sitting here in torment. Anxiety, bondage, depression, and trouble. Thank you, Spirit, for reminding me. Y'all, even since I've been on this channel, since I came on here and I started this channel, you know, being in the spiritual community, you know, it's like I was excited in the beginning, like, oh, you know, I found my people, found my, you know, my soul tribe. And I thought the spiritual community would be, you know, all sweet, you know, and like, yay, you know, but it's like, no, it's not like that. Like, I definitely have experienced the haters behind the scenes, even in the spiritual community. And I was so shocked. And I was like a little disappointed, you know, because I'm thinking like, we're in the spiritual community together, you know, we all have been enlightened, right, in this way, you know, to help push the others in the collective that are awakening to this information as well. But y'all know I have been met with a lot of haters, and it's like I was talking about this with my friend. Like, we can't even like explain to y'all like what we go through behind the scenes. Those of us that are really tapped in to spirituality, our spiritual gifts, those of us that are really tapped in, we were saying like it can be scary, like the stuff that we see, the stuff that we experience. I have experienced the spiritual attacks, the phenomenon, you know, and that's what I mean by the divine knows how to take you, you know, one thing at a time when it comes to your evolving. And my friend was saying this yesterday when we talked, you know, like he's experienced people having psychosis and these things because they do stuff in the spiritual world to try to ascend or evolve too quickly before they're ready. Like, this stuff is not a game, but it's like, it's so crazy because since I've been, you know, starting my spiritual channel, yeah, I have felt the haters. I see it. Like, when I say I see it, meaning like we experience it in a spiritual realm. Like, we see the attacks, we see these people, and they literally come and send stuff, you know, to us. And if you are not mentally strong, it can make you go crazy, right? All attacks, witchcraft, all that stuff is in the mind, it's mental, right? That's why you have to be firm in who you are. But yeah, I was really surprised to see the hate that I received coming to the spiritual world because they feel like it's this competition energy. And it's like, it's not. It's no competition. I'm not you and you're not me. I can't do what you do and you can't do what I do. Right? And this is not everybody, but they out there. There's a lot of them out there. It's a lot of covens in the spiritual community. They gang up, okay? They come together to send attacks, you know, to hate on certain individuals, right? It's not all the same. We are not all the same, right? And yeah, I'm telling y'all, like, I mean, even when you're just being a light to, you know, maybe you're saying something to somebody, and I've said encouraging words to somebody, you know, to help them align, to help them go within, to help them stay on their path, right? And they may say something to that person, and this is a real life story, but I ain't gonna say too many details. But I remember saying something to a friend about him being focused on his assignment, right, and not being distracted with helping others, right? He needs to be focused on his own divine path and doing his shadow work. Shadow is on top, doing his own shadow work, focusing on his own spiritual health, okay? And I kid y'all not, it was something regarding his mother. His mother came to me, a dark entity, and it was from his mother, came to me that same day that I said what I said to him. And it's real, y'all. When I say it's real in the field, y'all tap that screen. Thank you so much for your hearts, your likes, and your subscribe. When I say it is real in the field, the spiritual world is more real than the natural world. And be thankful. I've said this before on this channel. Be thankful for your journey and your timeline. Do not be wishing you were further along. You're right where you need to be for this season, okay? And taking everything one day at a time. But what I learned is that, yeah, the more people hate on me, the more people attack me, okay? They don't like me for whatever reason. They don't like you because your light irritates their demons. That's just all it is, right? It only makes me stronger. It literally only elevates me. So you are tapping into your celebritydom, your stardom. Okay, a divine is placing you on your throne. This is for somebody. Okay, embrace it. Evil eye, they can't touch you. They can't do nothing to you. Right? You're mentally strong. You're mentally tapped in. You know what it is. Another thing too, and I see 1212 on my screen. Another thing too is you will have these fans as you come into your evolution and on your platform, okay, your celebrity platform. You, because you are an empath, because you're a light worker, you may be wanting to just openly receive, you know, these people. But you have to be careful because these supporters can be sending you stuff too, right? They can come off like they're genuine, like they're supporting, but they also have dark energy, dark entities on them, attached to them that they try to send to you. Another real life experience. That's why you got to be tapped in so you can know who it is, where it's coming from. Okay. But yeah, I experienced it on this channel, a young lady, and every time I would, every time I would go live and she was there, the energy would just go dark. Like I would start stuttering. I don't even stutter. Like I would start stuttering, and like I remember a time, well, both times, like I couldn't sleep at night, and Divine showed me it was her. Right? So you have to be tapped in. That's why that period. That's why you have to be okay with being by yourself. Okay, spiritual gift shows this woman here alone in meditation. Okay, in meditation and prayer is not the same thing. You being alone in your meditation and asking spirit to show you, okay, show you the other side. People are afraid to do this because it can be scary. It is scary facing your shadow. But you have, that's where you knowing and trusting the divine has you. That is nothing to fear, right? But it's fearful because of what we've been taught. So we have to be willing to release what we have been taught in the past in order to fully embody who we were called and created to be, right? You had to let it go. I'm drinking some water with some cloves, y'all. Can you see the cloves in there? It's so good. Cloves has like this spicy kick to it, but also it's good for like your psychic abilities, clarity, okay, your wealth, yes, all of that. So yeah, y'all, the hateration be real, and this is for somebody. The people around you are holding you back, okay? They're holding you back. I'll tell you, when I started this channel, nobody knows about this channel, y'all. Like, nobody that knows me really knows about this channel. It's like 3 people in my life that knows about this channel. And I have a my personal brand channel, but I started a completely new channel when I wanted to get and share this spiritual side. This is something I always wanted to do, and this is the thing that actually makes me feel awakened and makes me feel fulfilled and like I'm living out my life purpose and my mission. But I had to literally leave the past behind. I call it my old life. My other social medias, like I haven't been active on there in years, but I call it my old life because that's what it feels like. You know, like I could not be who I truly was to the full, right? So that's for somebody. You feel this energy of you stepping into your star power, but you feel limited and muffled because you're still attached to who you was, right? You are concerned about what they are gonna think, what they're gonna say, but those are not your people. Like, think about it. You have who you was, right, as you was awakening, going through your journey. Then you have who you were always intended to be, your true self, right, in alignment with your true will and your highest purpose. So that's conflicting. So those are not your true people. If you can't be around those people and be your true authentic self, that's not your true people. See, the hidden truth, feeling like you have to hide your truth, that's not your people, right? And it may be family, it may be friends, it may be, in your workplace. So you may have to still be around these people, but it's internally knowing the difference, right? Knowing the difference internally. So that way you're not holding yourself up. Because the divine is using you and wanting to send in your divine rewards. You have manifestations here. And when you unlock and do this, it's gonna come in fast. Face this shadow. Sometimes the shadow can be something as simple as releasing yourself from past people, releasing yourself from the people that's holding you back. A shadow represents anything that is suppressed. Anything that is suppressed represents your shadow. Okay? We are to integrate with our shadow, right? So, not hiding, not suppressing who we truly are, right? Living in fear of being who we truly are, being in fear of being in alignment with what we really love, what we're really about, right? That's why I named this channel Sacred Shadows, because your shadow is sacred. The shadow representing what you suppress, right? You want to integrate with your shadow. Integrate with your shadow, right? In the book that I read, I love it. It's called The Magdalene Manuscript, from about Mary Magdalene. I was feeling her energy. I am a psychic medium, y'all, so I do get visits from the other realms, okay? And I was feeling Mary Magdalene's energy coming through very strongly, and I found this manuscript, okay, and I read it, and she was talking about Yeshua and what his mission was to walk the darkness of his soul. And that is our mission. When we say following Christ consciousness, it is to walk the shadows, walk through the darkness of your own soul. And when I read that in that book, it made everything in my life click, because I felt like I had this powerful light, but I feel like my life and the journey I walked, it was through darkness. And it's like it didn't make sense, because from what religion teaches, you're supposed to be perfect, right? You're condemned if you make mistakes. And it's like, no, that is the shadow. That's what you came here to integrate with, to learn the lessons. That's why a perfect person can't tell me nothing. They can't help me, because you got people out here going through real life situations, real things, and you ain't walked through nothing, you ain't experienced nothing. You can't tell me how to overcome it. If you never had a psychosis, you can't tell me how to overcome it. If you never had a mental breakdown, you never had a moment of feeling like mentally unstable, like you don't know, and I say it all the time. People that are labeled like mentally ill are spiritually gifted, but they are stuck in between worlds and they don't know how to integrate it. It's a spiritual gift that requires integration. Being on that firm, solid foundation, because people forget that we are spiritual beings first. Okay? We're spiritual beings first. This is what they keep hitting. They keep it a mystery. We're spiritual beings first. So we're having these spiritual experiences and nobody's talking about it. So when we experience it, we feel crazy. We don't know because it's been suppressed. But that's why you see so many, more awakened people are coming out and talking about these things openly because we've experienced it. We know exactly what it is and we know exactly how to overcome it. Yeah, we do have the answers. Some of us have actually gone through it, and that's why I say on this channel, if you listen to tarot, you need to listen to responsible tarot readers. Okay? Understanding that, you have to be careful with your words. You have to be careful what you listen to, what you feed yourself, okay? Where's that apple? You got to be careful what you feed yourself, what you listen to, okay? Because some people can plant seeds of lack, of doubt, of fear and worry. They know what they're doing, or they're being used. They're being used by an entity to say that to you. Just like the people in your lives. It ain't got to be a tarot reader. You got people that's in your face every day. That's planting seeds, that's being used to plant negative seeds in your mind for you to doubt yourself. Anything that makes you go against yourself is an enemy. Anything that makes you go against yourself, anything that makes you go against your true desires and who you truly are is an enemy. Point blank in the period. Yeah, the child are expecting a brand new beginning. You're expecting a brand new beginning, but that message is for somebody. Okay? You're in a period of transition. That's why y'all see me disappear for a few days, a couple days. I think about this channel every single day. But like last week, Spirit Mommy literally told me to pause, to work on some things behind the scenes, and we did. Mommy, I call, that's my source. I say mommy wanted me to work on the website, okay, and my services and everything, getting all that stuff up, and that's what we did. So it's like knowing when to pause, not just listening to here go family, not listening to family, okay, roots, traditions, okay. Sometimes the bloodline be cursed and keeping you stuck. Not listening to others, but listening to yourself within, what you feel guided to do. Rest when you feel guided to rest. Work and act when you feel guided to work, right? Okay. Yeah, somebody got a ring out here. This could be pertaining to a relationship. Yeah, somebody is seeking guidance regarding love. And somebody may be seeking some guidance on how to come forward to somebody in love, okay? Somebody family may not be supportive of somebody coming into union. That's what I'm saying. You're expecting a brand new beginning, but you got a family bloodline that's not supportive, that's keeping you stuck. And you're seeking guidance on how to get out of it. How you get out of it is you be true to yourself. See this? It's just you. This is Page of Pentacles. This is about manifestation, but it's just him by himself, okay? Trust in the divine. Yeah. This is a test, right? Dating again, connections, romance, love. Yeah. Anniversary. So yeah, somebody's manifesting a brand new love. And there's bumping heads out here. And then twin flames fell. So somebody's feeling like they found their divine counterpart, okay? But family is not supportive of this connection. But you are called to trust the divine, has your back. That's what it's all about. Yeah. And somebody could be just now realizing this. Cat's out the bag out here, spilling the beans. Somebody has been seeking guidance, okay, on how to move forward. And the divine has spilled the beans on who the untrusty people are. And I'm getting that as family in this context of this reading here. Yeah, this is family. Yeah, this is family. This could even be family that was determined to keep somebody stuck here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, with police, okay, intentionally placing blocks in somebody's life. Yeah, to stop this communication from coming forward. Yeah, letting go is out here. Somebody is being called. When someone was seeking guidance from the divine about this wedding, about this twin flame connection, the divine told you to surrender and let go of what's holding you back. You can never go wrong with trusting yourself, y'all. Trust yourself. That's what all this is about. You going within and trusting the inner you. That's where God is. That's what the divine is. It's you. Silencing all the noise on the outside. Okay? That's where this bumping heads is at. You got too many voices you're trying to listen to. Okay? Going within. Going within. That's why I love tarot. You know, tarot is a safe space. Tarot is a safe space that helps you singles out here isolate. Okay? Independent alone. Tarot. Oh, yeah, courage fell too. And courage here. So tarot helps you to go within, okay? It's a safe space to help validate what you're feeling, the things that you cannot talk to anybody about, right? That's what I love about tarot. It's a safe space where you can go alone and you only take what resonates, right? You know your story. You take what resonates, leave the rest. But it really strengthens your intuition. Yeah, it does. It strengthens your intuition to when you get that confirmation, okay? Like, yeah, I was kind of feeling that. That make a lot of sense. That's what it is. Going within. Yeah. Yeah, because you have a brand new beginning in fame, okay? Fame, your fortune, your wealth, a whole new world, a whole new cycle beginning for you, and even concerning your love life. Yeah. Secrets is out here. Somebody could be getting bribed, afraid of secrets. That's what I'm saying. Coming into the fullness and knowing who you are. When you know who you are, can't nobody say nothing about you, make you feel shame. Can't no secrets. Really? You got some secrets. Everybody got secrets. You gonna have some secrets about me, try to expose me to make me feel ashamed so I won't go and go live my life and go and live in a whole new cycle, whole new beginning. And here's the crazy thing: when you go into your whole new world with your divine counterpart, okay, when you go into your whole new world with your divine counterpart, that person's already equipped. Okay, they're already equipped. Your secrets ain't gonna phase that person. Look at this. Divine love. That's a divine union. That person's already equipped to to who you are, right? And who you are, just as you are, is perfect for that person. They're not. This person's not gonna blink an eye. Whatever this secrets is, that it could be family or friends, enemies, okay, frenemies that's trying to hold secrets to keep you from going for what you want. That's not gonna hold this person, right? Because I tell y'all, what's for you is for you. Yeah, somebody could even be trying to reach out to your person, right? To expose some secrets. But your focus is to align and harmonize within yourself, okay? Yeah. Harmonize with yourself, align and be open with the divine that's within you to your own truth. And what's for you is for you. Them secrets not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter. Anything that anybody can say about you from the past. Okay, now I see how this is connecting because you are ascending. Your platform is ascending. That's why this is coming out. You're gonna have more eyeballs on you. Okay, and people are gonna be hating. They're gonna be trying to expose you. Right, and you're afraid of people trying to expose you. Okay, you even have this love that you wanting to come into union with. You already know who your person is, and you want to come into union with your lover, with your divine lover, and you are afraid. You cannot scare off a divine lover, whoever this is for. You cannot scare off a divine lover. You can't. They're already equipped. They're already equipped. Look at this Bonnie and Clyde out here. This is your ride or die. can't make it up. You cannot, it's us against the world, dedicated partnership. When you have a divine union, and that's what we're talking about here, okay? On this channel. We only talk about divine love over here. Can't scare this person off. They are your person, okay? Twin flame is out here. This is your person. You're ascending to a higher level of commitment. Yeah, this is a light bulb moment for somebody, right? Shocking news and feelings is out here. Shocking news and feelings is out here. A sudden realization, okay? Feeling inspired, insightful awareness. Yeah, somebody needs to hear this to help free yourself. Yeah. Shocking news. Yeah, keeping a promise. Keeping a promise. Wow. And closing this cycle. I told you. Closing this cycle followed by they'll be back. Gossip is also out here. Yeah. But you've already been crowned. You see that? Crown and health. You've already been crowned by the divine. This is yours. This person is yours. And the divine is keeping a promise. Closing this cycle of being stuck. Being stuck to this secrets, this family dynamic. Something's wrong with a family dynamic here in secrets. Because this closing this cycle landed on top of this. And with the ring, somebody wants to move forward in a relationship with somebody. Yeah, look at this. Love story just came out. I can't make it up. Love story, once upon a time. This, with twin flame, this is a past life lover. This is your divine partner. Y'all knew each other for lifetimes. That's why this connection is so strong. Yeah, but it's some type of family tradition that's keeping this from coming together. Closing this cycle. Being true to yourself. Being true to yourself. Being true to yourself. That's all it is. That's what it comes down to. Being true to you. Yeah. How can you ever go wrong with being true to yourself and what the divine has for you? The alternative to that is being stuck, bound, and miserable. That's not your portion. That's not your portion to be bribed with secrets. That's devil energy. That's why shadow is out here. That's somebody's shadow work to face that. Where did my shadow go? That's somebody's shadow work to face that, to face these secrets. Okay? Own it. Give it to the divine. Yeah, give it to the divine. Yeah, give it to the divine. Whatever this secret is that people are trying to keep attached to you, is not yours to worry about. Release it. You know how you do that? You say, the divine, source, universe, I got, some people coming against me, trying to hold, these things I did. They're trying to hold these things against me from my past. Okay, this energy is making me feel stuck, like I can't move forward in what I really want, what I really want to do, what I really want to accomplish. Help me lift this load. Help lift this burden off of me. Help me, show me what I need to know, what I need to see, what I need to do to help me move forward. Help me release this fear of being exposed. Help me release this fear of coming into my spotlight. Help me release this fear of going after what I really want and desire. Help me to close this cycle. Because guess what? This is a generational cycle. This is a generational curse of people being bound by secrets and lies and manipulation. Yeah, that's a generational cycle. And you the chosen one to break it. Closing this cycle. You're the only one who was willing to do the work. You're the only one that was willing to do the work. That's why the divine chose you. Ooh, you may be the only one in your generation to actually have a true love story. To actually have somebody that you actually truly love. Because it may be a cycle that people married for convenience. They married for money. But you actually have a true love here. A past life love. That's why whoever this is, I'm getting strongly, it's family. This is a family generational curse. That's why they don't want you to have this true love story. Because they don't have it. So they want to use secrets to keep you bound. They want to be God in your life. But the divine's caused you to let this go. Surrender it to the divine. When you surrender to the divine, ain't nothing nobody can do to keep nothing held back from you. right? That's your power. Look at this with the purity card. That's how you make yourself pure. That's how you make yourself holy. When you have nothing to prove, you're free. Nobody can hold anything against you. That's pure innocence. That's pure energy. That's innocence, holiness, virtue. Yeah, they can't use manipulation to control you anymore. Letting it go. That is how you purify your energy, y'all. Letting it go. You purify your energy by releasing it, surrendering it. You don't let manipulation keep you stuck. Lies, secrets keeping you stuck. I mean, that's the thing. People can lie on you, right? Some stuff they may say may be true. And they add some other stuff too, but that's what happens when I said being in this Nine of Pentacles, you no longer need validation. That's why it's so important for you to free yourself from needing validation from others, especially you coming out into this ascension and you're another level of fame. Because some of y'all about to be really famous, okay? You come into another level of fame. And whoever your person is already equipped, okay, to handle fame. Part of handling fame is being able to handle what comes against you, the attacks that come your way. Being strong in that regard. Your person also being strong in that regard. You free yourself when you don't need validation. When you don't need validation from others, you don't care. It's a I don't give a fuck attitude. Can't nobody say nothing about me. Can't nobody say nothing about my family. Can't nobody say nothing about my man or my woman. Okay? Can't nobody say nothing about my kids. We know who we are. We're unfazed. That stuff stays on the outside. It can't come up in here. See that? This is a ring for a reason. Okay? This is our circle. Can't nothing come up in here. Nothing from look at this. It was next to the gossip. Can't no outside gossip, lies, whatever. I don't care if it's the truth. Your person is equipped. Okay? This twin flame, y'all knew each other for a lifetime. They already know you're not perfect. This person loves you for you. Okay? The good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent. Can't no slander keep you from your divine love, your twin flame. This is a true love story. No slander can keep you from this person. Okay? And you coming out into this new wealth, this new fame, your person is equipped to handle it. That's the energy here, y'all. This is for somebody. Yeah, this is for somebody. This is for somebody. Do that shadow work, release it, give it to the divine. That's another thing I was talking about with my friend is we were talking about the healing thing, right? And you don't have to heal everything, right, y'all? Like, yeah, heal, right? We healing, okay? But the thing, what we mean by that is you will be healing for lifetimes. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to heal everything that you didn't been through, it's like not looking, don't look at things from the 3D perspective. You have to look at it from the spiritual realm, from a higher realm perspective, okay? For you to really understand. You don't need to heal, you need to release. You need to release it. When we say healing, it's like recognizing the pattern and releasing it. Because it's like healing it will keep, it's still keeping you in a lower frequency, right? So you really, the effective way to heal, because we're spiritual beings first, the effective way to heal is to recognize the pattern in your life, recognize the karmic loop that may have come through your bloodline, recognize what's the patterns that's keeping you stuck, recognize the patterns, the things, the vibrations that's in a lower frequency, right? Recognizing what it is, okay? You may need to dig down to the roots of it. Roots is on here. You may need to dig down to the roots of it and see where is that coming from. But once you recognize it and recognize the source, you release it, right? So let's just say that it is family. Let's say it's a mother and father, right? And you recognize the pattern of this mother and father energy makes you feel anxious about your life. They make you feel like you don't have your life together enough, right? Because they're talking about, yeah, back in my day. Okay, well, back in your day, that was a long time ago and things were different then, right? And they make you feel a lower frequency, you know, that makes you feel like you're not where you want to be or where you need to be, right? But understanding that your path is your own, right? That is the truth. Nobody's path is the same. So it's like, okay, good for you. That's your path. Congratulations. But this is my path. This is my journey, right? So separating yourself from their validation. We just talked about that. That's how you be in your energy, okay? not needing validation from anybody else. You understanding your world and your timeline, right? This is how people end up feeling depressed because they're listening to family, listening to society, and trying to live up to these worldly expectations. It takes bravery, it takes courage for you to be divine and walk your own path and own it. Own it and hold your frequency. Hold your abundance, your wealth frequency. I've shared with y'all before on this channel that there are two economies, okay? I describe it as man's economy and heaven's economy, right? Being divine beings, we live in heaven's economy. So that means that I was saying this with a friend. It's like, I feel abundant. I feel wealthy. I feel rich, right? But my bank account, according to society, may not say that, but I feel that. And I know every time I look up, I am provided for. You understand? That's the energy. That's the difference. That's how you live in this frequency, this higher frequency, y'all. Everything is higher frequency, lower frequency. And you decide by, okay, if you literally, I did this a week or two ago, right? As I was working on tightening up my alignment for my abundance, right? Because it's like, well, I have this abundant energy, abundant mindset, and I see the evidence of it. But how do I manifest that more into my bank account, right? So I literally drew a sheet of paper with a line down the middle, and I put higher realm, lower realm. And I wrote down all the things that feel higher realm energy for me and the things that on the opposite end of that spectrum feel lower realm energy, right? So, like for example, that may be, just as an example for somebody, it may be having investing versus working for money, right? Investing feels more higher realm frequency than working a job. Now, I don't mean working a job because for me this is work, but I'm in alignment with doing what I love. See, so let's use that example. Like say for work, you working in your purpose, doing something that you love, right? On the terms and the conditions that are in alignment with how you want to live, right? How you want to work, not doing work that drains you, right? Versus work that is unfulfilling, versus work that makes you feel like you're on a hamster wheel. See, higher frequency, lower frequency, and when you write it all down, you can do it concerning your money, concerning your love, everything is on a spectrum, okay? Just like hot and cold, it's the same frequency. It's just on opposite ends of the spectrum, right? Higher realm, lower realm, and go through that. And you want to align yourself in every area of your life that aligns more with the higher realm frequency. That is your heavenly realm versus the 3D realm. That's how you're going to call in and bring your heaven down to earth. Y'all, this is free game. I'm teaching on here, okay? I'm teaching on here. Going forward, this is going to be part of the membership where we do more deep dive stuff like this. I have a membership coming out for y'all soon that you can be a part of if you are loving understanding the universal laws, spiritual laws. And I noticed I've been living this through experience for years with no job. I have not worked a real job in I don't know how many years, about eight years now. I know. I know. I'm a master, been crowned, okay, in living in the heavenly realms. I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story, a brief one, real brief one, but my first experience with actively, intentionally living, when the divine was walking me through living in the heavenly realms was in 2011, okay? And I had a good career. I was working in banking, and the divine literally told me to quit my job, okay? And that was the beginning of that journey. That was the beginning of that journey. And it literally is a test of your faith. Are you going to trust? If y'all look at everything from a spiritual perspective, you can see the battle, the war that we are in. And it is for your mind, it is for your spirit, it's for your energy. And it literally is split. I'm gonna make this part 2 for y'all because I'm about to go deep. But if you begin looking at everything from a spiritual perspective, it will make so much sense what the battle, what the war really is about, y'all. Everything is spiritual. Everything is spiritual, and especially concerning your money, because money is the thing that keeps us stuck in the lower realm. That fear, that scarcity mindset, worrying about paying bills, when if you really believe your Bible, the divine says, I will provide for you. Take no thought of what you're going to eat, what you're going to drink, right? But we don't believe that. We don't live that for real. We listen to society and we get worried. Y'all, this is some free game. Y'all have no idea. When I tell you I know, I know. I was telling my friend this yesterday. Tapping in. I'm gonna tell y'all this real quick. Tapping in. So I was talking about we were talking about money, and that's the frequency that mommy has been working me through lately, is elevating and releasing any blockages in my money, right? So it's like, okay, I have this abundance mindset. I see the evidence of it in my lifestyle, okay, being provided for. But how do I materialize it and tighten it up to show more in my bank account and show up consistently in my bank account, right? And mommy showed me what I needed to release. This is all energetic work, y'all. It's your beliefs, your mindset that keep you stuck. That's why I say you got to be mindful of who you allow to plant seeds in your mind. Are they adding to you elevating to a higher realm? Or are you descending, staying in a low frequency? That's the difference. That's the difference. On this channel, I want to help align you, help you ascend to a higher frequency. Thank y'all for the hearts. On this channel, I help you ascend to a higher frequency to come more into your true self. Or you listen to people that just keep you stuck and confused. That's devil energy. Recognize it. Pay attention to how you feel when you listen to certain people. I don't care who it is. Is it eye-opening? Is it helping you to grow? Is some things clicking, right? And that's another thing. Being open-minded, not being afraid to question things. Especially, you know, if you're not liking where you are or liking the results and you want more for your life, question it, release it, let it go. But y'all, I did start a TikTok for this channel. I think I'm gonna go hop on TikTok for a little bit. So y'all can follow me on TikTok over there. It's Sacred Shadows 333 on TikTok. And I started a Facebook page, Sacred Shadows 333 on Facebook. So y'all can check me out over there. Thank y'all again so much for your donations. I do offer the $10 live. Ask anything. We didn't do any of that today. But if y'all are interested for the next time, I will be back. And if you need to book a personal reading and see what's blocking you in your money, in your love, whatever, y'all can hit that link in my bio. And I'll be back and I'll talk to y'all next time. Love you. Bye.